Hi, what causes in a poor man a kuruta? Ebu belly guamo, billion. What Japan to men a pillow chimbo? Hi, what causes in a poor man a kuruta? Ebu belly guamo, billion. What Japan to men a pillow chimbo? Well, it's a biniguamo, billion. Kulio, bilio, chukoki kabiama, borona nyaga. Kulio, bilio, chukoki kabiama, borona nyaga. Kulio, bilisienu, chukoki kabiama, pusierena nyaga. Kulio, bilienu, chukoki kabiama, pusierena nyaga. Maximum respect to my own talented leader. Prophet Mazin Nandekano. EU kept quiet, America kept quiet, UN kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. EU kept quiet, America kept quiet, UN kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. EU kept quiet, America kept quiet, UN kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. EU kept quiet, America kept quiet, UN kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. They came from Sahel, they came from Chad, they came from Niger, Senegal and Mali, claiming our land, killing our people because of our blessings. My God, go to the bushes now, they're everywhere. Kidnapping and killing people every day. Raping and killing our women and men, slaughtering them in their family. Hey God, kidnapping and killing Christians night and day, and nobody they talk. Chimo, dividing and ruling we anyhow. As if you're not human being, my God. Abducting and killing Biafra every day, and the whole world to watch, the whole world to see. Julio, Julio, Chukoki Kabiama. Julio, Chukoki Kabiama. Corona Nyaga. What was it in the woman of the they will very well, but they're about to make a pillow chimo. But it's happening for Julio, Julio, Chukoki Kabiama. They splitted us just in the killers. They rape our papa, they rape our mama. He go do me, we are one. He shone and bank, we are one people. The robo is so good, we are one. He's on security, we are one people. Ogoni Calabari, we are one. Calabar and Igbo, we are one. He go do me, we are one. He's on and bank, we are one people. Robo is so good, we are one. He's on security, we are one people. Ogoni Calabari, we are one. Calabar and Igbo, we are one people. They splintered us, just the killers. They rape our papa, they rape our mama, they rape our wives, they rape our girls, they rape our sisters, raping even our children, raping their car with the castle and to women with the top and they die. Small, small, small. Chukoki Kabiama.
But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you. That they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was brought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family beside you belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes.
Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume, ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume, ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme.
And I will announce to you today, we are now fighting them back. And we will continue to fight them back until we get to a point where the international community will listen to how they kill us and how we pick up arms to fight back.
We are live and we are direct. Zoo is panicking. Zoo is panicking. I tell you the truth. It doesn't. I don't care who you are. I don't care.
I have not just I will. I have become your last bus stop. And said it from the beginning till now. I will be your end until Biafra come.
And what we want to make abundantly clear is that we are warning everybody who is a stakeholder in the zoo about our determination and our resolve to ensure that our land is defended. This is a resolution we have reached, and it is cast in stone.
must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu. Must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who said it in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation, as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
welcome, fellow Biafrans. Thank you so much for joining me wherever you are joining from. If you are connecting from Biafra land, you are connecting from Europe, from America, from Australia, whichever part of the world you are joining from, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide you, protect you, and secure you. Thank you so much for joining on the program today. I appreciate you. I thank you so much for having your time to join. If you join, please kindly share the broadcast. Share the broadcast on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share it so that others can connect to us, so that we can be able to preach this gospel of truth, so that we can send this gospel across, that the people might hear us. Thank you for coming. As you join, share, please kindly like and share. Like and share. That is the role you have to play as you are joining me. I appreciate you as you do so. Thank you so much for joining. So today we are going to talk about not a difficult issue. It's going to be a short broadcast about the situation that we are in. You know, as we are entering Biafra, every day new things are happening. As we are preparing to enter Biafra, every day new revelations are coming. New challenges are coming. But as the new challenges and new revelations come, we always come here to continue to speak to you and to encourage you to stand firm. Stand firm wherever you are. Don't allow anybody to distract you. This distraction will always come. They will never stop. The distraction will continue to come. The blackmail will continue to come. The attack will continue to come. But we will never be deterred. Don't allow anybody to distract you. It doesn't matter the amount of distraction you see. Don't pay attention to it. Do not give your attention to distraction. Don't. Because it is clear that the foes have been defeated. If you try to play into their hand today, you are just wasting your time and you just sold yourself out. You must not pay attention to any of these criminals. They have been sacked and sacked completely. Don't allow anybody to distract you with their false messages they are pushing here and there. Don't allow them to distract you. Today we are focused on the restoration of the Biafra, and that is where we are. And no man born of a woman can stop it. It's a mandate of Chukwu Gabiam to restore Biafra. And the time has come, and it must be restored. So any place you're watching from, I urge you to share the video, like and share, and continue to be steadfast. Whatever you know you can do to aid the coming of Biafra in few days' time, please do that. Continue to support the ESN. Continue to support in any way you can to make sure that Biafra comes, because it's going to come. Don't mind any rumor you're hearing, any useless messages you're getting from right, left, and center. More propaganda will come. Some will come and tell you that Mazen and they're going to say you should do this, you should do that. All is a lie. And our spokesperson, Mazen, made it clear long ago. I don't know why people are still paying attention to those people. That we will not take any order from the DSS. Any order that is coming from the DSS, say Mazen Nagano said, or Mazen did not say, we won't take that order. We will not. Today, our freedom is in our hand. Our faith is in our hand. We will fight for the freedom and get it in our own way. At the same time, free Mazen Nandikan. It is we that will free him, not him freeing us. No. He has done his own part when he was with us. He has done his own part. He does a marvelous work which we can never, ever forget. But today, it is our turn. It is the responsibility of every Biafran to see to it that Mazen Nandikan comes out hell and hearty. And it's our responsibility to make sure that we protect Biafra land and restore Biafra. And that is exactly what we are doing. These two things are working hand in hand. You cannot leave one and pursue the other. The freedom of Mazen Nandekano and the coming of Biafra is one good thing. It's one thing. When you hear us talking about the coming of Biafra, it is actually about the freedom of Mazen Nandekano. There's no difference between the two. If you try to differentiate the two, it means you don't know what you're doing. It means you don't know where you belong. But if you know what you're doing and know where you belong, you should know that these two things are one, and none can be separated from the other. That is why we must continue to do everything we can to make sure that Mazen Nandekan is released, to make sure that Biafra comes. Remember our sit at home, which have been agreed upon by all Biafrans. The Biafrans agreed together to sit at home for 5 good days to activate the coming of Biafra, marking no election in Biafra land and the coming of Biafra. The time is fast approaching. It's going to start on Friday. It's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Tuesday is a break, then Wednesday. Don't take it for a joke. It is for your sake. For your own good, you must pay attention and sit at home. When we say sit at home, it is for your own good. It is for your own good. It's going to save your life and save the life of your unborn children. That is why we are saying sit at home. And in that sit at home, nothing is going to make us go down on it. Nothing will stop it. And I say it and I say it again to remind you that it is not like the sit at home shall be here all this while. This is not an Anambra State election. Neither is it for the release of Mazen Nandekan or in solidarity with Mazen Nandekan. This is not just in solidarity with Mazen Nandekan. This is sit at home for restoration of Biafra. And it will be enforced. Sit at home for restoration of Biafra and make sure that their so-called election doesn't hold in Biafra land. This is something you must put in your head. Everybody must pay attention. It is to save life. The more you pay attention and listen to the voice of reason, it is going to save your life. It's going to take you a long way. But the more you continue to dip yourself into the captivity, continue to dip yourself into the trouble, I don't know where you're coming from. It's going to be difficult for you. As I have always said on my program, that it is not our joy that anybody should lose his or her life because of this journey. We do not derive any joy for someone to lose his or her life because of this journey. We want every one of us to partake in it and be part of it until we get into Biafra. That's our heart desire. That is what we are working for on a daily basis. And I bet you must sit up. You must begin to ask yourself, what am I going to do to make sure that that dream of Biafra has come to pass? Those of you who are hypocrites, pretending, there are so many hypocrites. That is why I always say, do not pay attention to them. Today, it's not the time for you to begin to talk about saboteurs or whatever. They don't matter anymore. They will always be there. So why would we spend our time talking about them? They will always be there. Those hypocrites, don't allow them to distract you. The hypocrites who knows the truth and they will never, ever speak about it. Instead, they will turn it upside down. They will come and tell you, you are doing a sit at home. How are the people going to feed? How are they going to eat food? How are they going to do this? As if they care. And these are people who never cared about anything in Biafra land. They don't care. When you hear them complaining, you think they are really complaining about the poor. They are not complaining because of the poor. They are saying that because of their selfish interest and wickedness. That's why you see somebody begin to ask you, did you provide food for them? Did you provide food? Did you provide this and provide that? We provide freedom for them. That is what we are pursuing to provide. We are trying to provide freedom for everybody. And that is the most costliest thing you can give to anybody. We want to give them a reasonable gift, a reasonable and responsible gift, which is freedom. We don't want to give them handout of food and chicken and rice and milk, and when you give them, they eat it and they shit it out in the next minute. Is that the kind of food you want? No. We want something that's going to be permanent. Something that's going to make every other thing complete. That is our freedom. And that is where we will continue to fight for freedom. It doesn't matter what anybody is saying. It doesn't matter their propaganda and their blackmail. We will continue to fight until Biafra comes. If you think it's a joke, think again. You better wake up. You better wake up. Those your selfishness and those self-centered attitudes, better throw it to the dustbin. This is a time where we have to fight together as family. That is where we are. The time has come. We have been preparing for this moment for a very long time. And I thank Chukwuka for the grace and knowledge and wisdom he gave to Master Simon to bring it all this far. From the moment the flag of Biafra was raised, the spirit of Biafra rose. Things has never remained the same anymore. The spirit of Biafra is hovering everywhere in Biafra land, and people are killing and listening. And we will not leave any stone unturned. When we announce our sit at home, the whole world is hearing it, even in the zoo. I learned that one of their media outlets is speaking about it, thinking that it was a propaganda against IPOB. You never know that it's a way of spreading the gospel the more. Yeah, Punch newspaper, I think. I learned that Punch newspaper broadcaster wrote about it, that there will be a sit at home. Now, spoken about the sit at home, why they are saying that Mazin and the candidate support it, when we know that it's all a lie. There's no kind of lie you will tell to Biafrans today that we do not know, because we know the truth. Every single genuine Biafra today know the truth. You cannot just walk out from anywhere today and you begin to push us around by the same Mazin Nandekano said, Mazin Nandekano did not say. We know what Mazin Nandekano say, and everything Mazin Nandekano will say today, he has said it in the past. Everything you are expecting to go and ask Mazin Nandekano, he has answered it past. If we are looking for an answer to the message of Mazin Nandekano, or if we want to know what Mazin Nandekano will say or how he feels, all we need to do is to refer to his past messages. We don't need to go to the DSS to ask him, what do you think? No, we can't. Yes, we don't need to go to the DSS and ask Mazin Nandekano, what do you think? Should we do this or should we do this? Mazin Nandekano have answered all those questions. So many of them on video. More on audio too, where he has answered every single question you're asking. Would there be election? There will be no election in Biafra land. Should we participate? We can never participate. Should we stop the election? Stop the election. Will Biafra come? Biafra will definitely come. It doesn't matter what anybody said. If Biafra doesn't come, the zoo will be burnt down. So, all this information is out there. Mazin can answer every one of them. So what are you waiting for? If you don't see me, burn down the zoo. Every information you are looking for and you're waiting for, he has already given to you. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? That's why when you see people telling you that they went to Mazen Nandekano in DSS, he said this and that, you'll be laughing. You need to laugh at them because they don't know what they're doing. If you are a hardcore follower of Mazen Nandekano, somebody cannot just come and tell you Mazen Nandekano said. From who? From where? The Mazen Nandekano will know who is consistency personified, who build a foundation of truth and consistency. All of a sudden, you begin to see inconsistency. If we see inconsistency, then this is not Mazen Nandekano. And we begin to ask questions, what have you done to him? But the Mazen Nandekano, we all know that we all follow. We know what he can say and what he will not say. We know what he supports and what he will not support. We know what he will tolerate and what he will not tolerate. So it doesn't matter your propaganda, your blackmail, your cheap blackmail, and all those nonsense you're pushing out there. You cannot stop the coming of Biafra. It will definitely come. And very soon. Very, very soon. Regardless whether you support it or you don't support it, regardless whether you believe it or you don't believe it, it is going to come. It's going to come. Because we are working at the right time. Your blackmail cannot stop it. Your propaganda you cannot stop it. It will not stop it. Instead, it will hasten it and make it come faster. Instead of that, your wickedness to stop it, it will make it come faster. That's your hypocrisy. It will make Biafra come faster. And every Monday they are killing people. Every Monday, some people are dying. People who are sick cannot go to the hospital. Is it only on Monday that you know that people die? How many people die on Mondays after all? How many? How many people die on Monday? But in that historical, people are dying in hundreds every day. People are dying in hundreds every day in that zoo. Nobody cares. Nobody seems to bother about that. But all you worry about is the sit-at-home day. You only remember that sit-at-home day, some people lose their life. What about other days? What about other days? Good number of other days that people are losing their life constantly on a daily basis. What do you have to say about that? If not that you are a hypocrite. These are the hypocrites. No life is worth more than the other. Every life is equal before God. Every life is equal before Chukwu carry on. No one is special. What you do to the other one, make sure you do it. What they think about it, make sure you think it about it all. And we cannot stop moving into Biafra land because of your selfish interest. We cannot stop going into Biafra land because of your wickedness and arrogance. No, we won't stop. If you think you will stop, think again. We cannot stop demanding for that which is right. We will not stop. It doesn't matter how you try to stop us, we won't stop. No matter the attack you bring, no matter your propaganda from east, west, north, and south, you can't stop us. You can't. The only thing you have to do now is to key in. And my message is to those in Biafra land. Prepare yourself. I have been shouting this very thing for a very long time. But you know what happens that some of us don't take us serious. People can bear me witness on this platform that I have been telling people for a very long time. Prepare yourself. Get food stock. Get to food materials around yourself. Things that will last you at least for a month. Prepare yourself. I have been singing this message. But some people didn't take it serious. We know that most of us in Africa like the dying minute. Well, we are in the dying minute. Today is Tuesday, some few days to come. Just a few days more. Biafra land will be locked down completely. Biafra land will become a ghost town. And it doesn't matter whether you like it or not. It's going to happen. Why are we doing it? It's to save life. Yes, to save life. We have died enough. They have killed us enough. So many Biafrans have been losing their life on a daily basis. So many things are happening. And we can't continue in that manner. No, we cannot continue in that manner. Time has come for us to defend ourselves, and we will defend ourselves by all means possible. Regardless of what anybody thinks or what anybody does, we are going to defend ourselves. The defense has started already. It has started. If you don't know, it has started already long ago. It has started. But we want to make it official on Friday. Do not gamble with your life. If you're watching me from Biafra land, do not gamble with your life. Pass this message to your friends and well-wishers. Pass it to everybody that's around you. Do not gamble with your life. We have to do what we have to do to stay alive. It is now a matter of life and death. The challenges and attack is real, and it will be staring you at your face at all times. So, do not gamble with your life. Whatever propaganda you are hearing from anybody, from anywhere, and don't listen to propaganda. Focus on your freedom. Be focused. As for propaganda, they are going to even bring more propagandas. Actually, more propagandas will come. They are going to manufacture as much propaganda as they want to. But that is why we are lucky. We're always blessed with good leaders. Somebody like Master Simon Ever. Sometimes when you think about things he said, you wouldn't know why he said what he said until when time goes on, you begin to realize why he says what he said. When he made that statement that we will not take any order from the Department of Saboteur, that we will not take any order from DSS. When Master Simon made that comment, so many people did not know the importance of that very statement he made. So many people do not know the importance of that message, that statement he made, that when he said that we will not take any order from the DSS, it was mainly to exonerate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from every action we are going to take. That is one of the reasons. That statement alone exonerates Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from every action we are going to take. Why is that? He's exonerated. You can't hold him responsible for that. And secondly, because it's in the territory of the enemy, if he threatens will come, people are going to manipulate him. People are going to manipulate information from there. That was why he said, we will not take orders from the DSS. Because it was obvious that they have already manipulated some messages from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and ready to manipulate more. They want to use it to control the Biafrans. And our spokesperson, Master Simon, saw it long ago. And he was quick to put an end to it by telling them that we will not take any order from the DSS. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wants to speak to us, he has to be free. If you want us to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free him. Free him, send him to his father's compound in Afari Ibeko. He will be there and give order, and every one of us will obey. If he says enough is enough, so he gives us a reason why he said enough is enough, then we know he knows better than us. He has more information than we do. So if he gives us a reason, a good reason, why wouldn't we abide by it? We abide by it. But as he stands today, when Chukwuokakabem will kill a man, he will make them deaf and dumb. That is why Chukwuokakabem have blocked the heart of the zoo. Even when you give them the expo, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is much more cheaper and easier for you. They thought it was a joke. They call it a bluff. Because Chukwuokakabem have it so. Let them do whatever they want. We are going to get Biafra. Biafra is coming. Biafra is coming in strength and might, and no man born of a woman can stop it. It doesn't matter what you say or what you do. It doesn't matter how you hate Biafrans. Your hatred cannot remove a hair from our body. Your hatred cannot remove one hair from our body. Moreover, we will continue to see your hypocrisy on a daily basis. Each time those one Nigerianists, each time they open their mouth, you begin to see their hypocrisy. You see that once they open their mouth to speak, you will see their hypocrisy. They will tell you one thing and they are doing a different thing. They're always looking for a cheap attack. They're always looking for vulnerable people to attack. Once they see that your situation is vulnerable, they make you a prey and they continue to attack you. But the real enemy who has come to kill, to steal, and to destroy, they will never talk about him. They will never discuss them. Instead, they will even aid and promote them. But where they find their strength, whenever they see you talking about Biafra, you see them, they come out from all corners and suddenly they regain strength. When they see you talking about Biafra, you see them suddenly they regain strength and they begin to make unnecessary excuses. Some will tell you that they are better off in a large community. What large community? What large community? Some will tell you that the Biafrans are settled in all part of Nigeria. How are they going to cope? Mad people everywhere. So because you settle everywhere, for that we cannot be able to go with it. I hope some of you saw the video I played here, where this criminal in Anambra State today explained the issue of that very excuse they give. Giving the excuse of property and property and property. There are rules and laws that guides those. Everything you have will be there for you. If Biafra emerges today, is going to be one of the ECOWAS countries. And they have ECOWAS treaty, which protects your life and your property, any place you are in ECOWAS. Wherever you are in ECOWAS, you have the right to earn land legitimately, earn property legitimately, and it has to be protected. So why are you scared? Why are you worried? If you're in the north, leave that property you have in the north. Come and save your head first, because it is your life that matters most. When they take you out, we can't replace it. But if it's for your material things, it will be recovered. It will be recovered. The Biafra we are talking about is on the planet Earth here. It will be a member of ECOWAS. There are rules and laws guiding the world and ECOWAS and all that. It doesn't mean that because I'm not in your country or because you're no longer in Nigeria, you lose your properties, you cannot get back them again. You can. This is not 1967. It cannot be like 1967 where they were talking about abandoned property. That was when people were still caged. They were caged in fear and they couldn't do anything. This time, when we are going to take our freedom, we're not afraid of anybody. And nobody can take our property as abandoned property. No, you dare not. Whatever property you live in any part of the zoo, immediately we got our independence, you are going to file for your property and you're going to get it. So don't worry about that. If that is why you are still hanging out there, you better come back home. Come back home. Take the things you can take and come back home and save your head first. But if you feel that it's okay for you out there, okay. All I'm going to advise you is to make sure you be on guard. Gather people of like manners like you, equip them so that when the attack comes, you can go to repel them. Start fighting from there. It is part of it. All of us cannot be fighting from home. We defend the home while you fight from abroad and come back. I tell you, Biafra will definitely come. It doesn't matter what anybody is saying about that. It doesn't matter they are blackmailed. It is going to come. The only important thing now is for Biafrans to prepare themselves as we have started the liberation. The liberation has started. It has started. And Friday is going to be another step up on the kickoff. Another step up. When you step it up on that kickoff, it is never going to be the same anymore. Never, ever going to be the same. It will never, ever be the same. You have to rise up. Prepare yourself. If there are things you have not done yet, go and start doing it. Prepare yourself. We are going home. In that journey home, it's not going to be an easy one, but at the end, we will win. That should be your joy. Just each time you think about it, remember, they will kill us. We will kill them. But at the end, Biafra will definitely come. Don't be scared. People die every day on different things, and one thing must kill a man. One thing or the other must kill a man. Nobody knows who is going to be tomorrow. People don't die only in wars. People die in sickness, die in accidents, die in so many ways. So why are you afraid of this issue of your freedom because you want to die? Whether you fight for Biafra or you don't fight for Biafra, that is what's going to come. And the most shameful and painful one will be when you die not fighting. When you die like a coward with your hand tied behind you. At least you die fighting. Put up a fight. Put up a fight. Whatever happens, so be it. Let it be the will of God. I tell you, my fellow Biafrans, we are going home. It doesn't matter what the enemy is trying to interpret. It doesn't matter they are evil, whatever propaganda they are pushing. It cannot hold water. We will overcome every single one of them. Every single one of them will go down. Every single one of them, those of them who are saying that will not be free, they will definitely go down. They will. Chukwu Okike have given us victory. That is why you see us marching without fear. Chukwu Okike have given us victory. That's why you see the boldness of announcing our journey home, not minding what the enemy will do, because we know that they can't stop us. We are unstoppable because it's a mandate of Chukwu Okike. We are unbribable because we are serving Chukwu Okike. It doesn't matter what you hear the propaganda. They are just wasting their time. They will try. As for trying, they will try. And so many people are going to be bribed. So many will fail on the other side. But I tell you, there are still people who are unbribable. There are still people who can stand and say it will not happen. And there are many of them, Biafrans, everywhere. Which you and I are one of them. That is why you are here. That is why you are watching. Please, as you're there, kindly share the program, share on your own platform, share to family and friends, and click like and share. Click like and share. Try as much as possible to click like and share. It is very important. It will help us to overcome the attacks, because these days they have intensified the attacks on our media platforms. Most time they flag you, most time you see that your program is not going on, they post and they reduce your viewers. This is what we face. But are we going to stop? Of course not. They are only giving us a reason to fight more. When we see their wickedness, their atrocity, they commit, the way they are scared, the way they are holding us down, it makes us to fight more. It makes us to sit up more. It makes us to open our mouth and say, it will not happen again. That is why we are where we are today. Their propaganda and their blackmail, cheap blackmail cannot stop the coming of Biafra. The more they try, the more they fail. Biafra will definitely come. And very, very soon. It will come in a manner that it will be unbelievable. Remember, Mazen Nandekano said that Biafra will come in a way that no man will take glory. And that is why when I hear that it is coming, I don't bother myself to figure out how it's going to happen. I don't bother myself to begin to think, where is the ammo tank and all that. I don't bother myself about that. Because I know that Chukwu Okike will provide. Just like he provided for Abraham. Because Abraham was obedient. Those of us who are Christians, you know Chukwu Okike provided for Abraham the lamb which he used for sacrifice instead of his son. The same thing is what Chukwu Okike is going to do for us. Don't be scared. As he has said we should move, all we have to do is to obey the instruction. Move and go ahead. Chukwu Okike will not allow you to die. He will always provide a sacrificial lamb. He will. Only him and him alone. No, don't try to figure it out. You cannot. The more you try to figure out how it's going to happen, what it's going to be, you are confusing yourself and you're exposing yourself to danger. At a stage, you begin to think of negative part. You must remain consistent in your thought. You must begin to see Biafra deep down in your heart. Begin to see Biafra, begin to visualize Biafra. When you begin to feel Biafra, see Biafra, touch Biafra, visualize it, let me tell you, you will not relent in anything. You will not relent in your effort, and nobody's going to distract you anymore. Nobody will distract you. They will try. No, I'm not telling you that they are going to try. Of course, they will try. They are going to try to distract you. They are going to try to hold you back. They're going to try to make sure they change the narrative you have. But I tell you, Chukwu Okike will not leave you alone. He will always be there for you. Chukwu Okike will always be there for you, and he will always lead you to that path which leads to victory. He's going to lead you to that path of success. He's going to lead you to that path of victory. And I tell you, we will come out victorious. That I'm sure of. Very, very sure that we're going to come out victorious. That is why I'm not bothered. No matter how difficult it is, if I tell you that it is easy, it's not easy, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough. But in that tough situation, that is where Chukwu Okike will show forth. That is where Chukwu Okike manifests whom he is. In difficult situations, in situations that doesn't have a solution. That is where you see the miracle of Chukwuka, not a planned one. I'm not expecting any planned and organized miracle. No. It is in this very struggle that you're going to see what is called a miracle. All you got to do is to do your own part. Don't fold your hands and say you have to do your own part. Follow instructions. As our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, is giving instructions, just follow it. When you hear sit at home, sit your butt at home. When it is time to come out in mass and do what you got to do. Just be sure that you are following the steps, doing what you're supposed to do at the right time. Make sure you're not distracted. Those are the way we can be able to overcome the enemy. As long as we continue in that path, as long as we continue to do the needful, I tell you, victory is ours. No man born of a woman is going to push us behind. No man born of a woman is going to distract us. No man born of a woman is going to make us feel inferior in our own country. Chukwuka have given us a country called Biafra. And he said, go and take it. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Why are you afraid? Why are you afraid? You don't have to be afraid. Chukwuka gave us a leader, Mazen Nandekano, who laid a very strong foundation. A very strong foundation. And while he was with us, he anointed Master Simon Ekpa. And today, Master Simon Ekpa is building on that strong foundation. The only thing that will make you to be afraid is because you are not standing on the strong foundation. If you are standing on the strong foundation, laid on truth and consistency, you don't have. If you are